Right. So um, let's start our discussion today. I'm going for a quick practicals for you. I believe everyone is installed C for your environment. Uh, if not, you can use an online IDE. That's something that we have to do. But what I believe is you should install uh, IDE. Then only you will get your hands dirty and you'll get the full experience. So I'm using Visual Studio Code for my work. So let's start code. I have created one file, so I don't think so. I want to switch on all my camera because it consumes bit of data. I mean, data in the sense strength of the network. Sometimes it's lagging. So we'll start. I believe you can start along with me if you have installed. If not, that's fine. You can do it later on. Right. So we discussed last week how to start with our initial stuff. So we have to start with the initial program hash include. Then we have to tell we are getting standard std IO standard input output for our case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add. This is the standard input output library that we have to take it every case we have to take this standard input output unless there might be some issues. For now you just believe it's more than enough. So next what we have to do is we have to define the main method. So I'll add a comment adding the main method for the program. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the main method. Main method is another fixed one, not quite, sorry. It should be int main. So keep in mind, this is something that you have to fix. All these codes, it's a must for now. Believe it's must for your work. So you don't want to do anything, memorize it. Hash include stdio.io.h, then int main. So inside this main, so this is the main function. So this is the main function that I have defined. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a print statement at the very beginning, adding a print statement. So I'm going to add a print statement. I'm going to add printf uh, hi there. So I'm going to add the hi there. Make sure to add a semicolon unless the program is not working. So as I told you last week, we have a program scope in here. So the main method scope from here to here. You can see there's a line in here from line number 5, 6 and stuff. And you can see an arrow here. We can shrink it, right? We can expand the code and we can shrink the code, collapse the code that we want to do. To run this program, what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute from here. Right, I will execute. Run this code. I have to take run code. So you can see this hi there is printed. These are something that I have tried because before you join whether my IDE is working perfectly or not. It's working perfectly. So I'm happy. So that's what I did. Uh, if you don't have run button or if you don't have something not installed, like run button is missing for an example, the biggest reason might be you haven't installed the C executable and you don't have the packages. What I'm going to do is I'll share one video. I'll record a video for you for the students who do not install anything. So I will create a video and I will share in the LMS. So you can watch that video and you can set up your environment. I believe that's the easiest thing that we can do. So unless It might be tough, time consuming for every day if you are doing all of these things. Um, Anything else? Any other questions? I believe everyone in this stage. So this is the very basic Hello World program that we are running. Uh, yes, of course, you can attend for weekday or weekend. I don't have any issues with that. So you can join for weekend or weekday sessions. It's totally okay from my point of view. Somehow, if you can learn, that's it. So you don't want to bother at all. So this is the very first program that I have added, just adding print statement. You learn something specifically, you should add this line and you should add a comment in here. And this is the main method. Keep in mind, it's a must. Then I have added print F here. It's not print. The students who are from Python, you might get confused. What is this print F? Because this is not the print, it's print F. Simply it's print formatted. I will discuss soon what is this print formatted means. Then usually we should add return 0. Keep in mind to add this return 0. That gives some additional value for you, because that's the tradition that we are focusing on these kinds of things, right? So you get the output return 0 because this is an integer. I will discuss it. What is this integer? Very soon. Right. Right. I believe no questions and all good. Uh, right. No questions. Right. Next, what we are going to do is we are trying to do something specifically. Right. Next, we'll go for quick work. I will copy this code and save it in a notepad. So in future we can refer. I will share this code with you so you can try from your end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce variables now. Right? So we are going to introduce variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a variable and we'll see what are these variables and what happens in these variables. So variables, we have something changing time to time as we discussed last time. And these are just the temporary storages, the values that we store in the computer. And here we have different kinds of data types to be defined. Now, for an example, integer is a data type. To define a variable, as we discussed last time, we should define the data type, the variable name, and the value. For an example, int is a data type. Then we have age is the variable name, and I can tell my age is 34. So what happens? This 34 is stored in this age variable. You can see it's age variable. Type of this age is integer. Integers are specifically to store full values, the complete values. What we are speaking is storing whole numbers, store the integers, the complete integers for our work. How to print this one? That's the biggest story. Printf. Now I have to tell what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a variable in here. Right. So I'm going to add a variable. So we'll add this variable previously. I um, my age is, now my age is I want to take this value age into here, right? My age is 34. I want to print this 34. Clear? I want to print this 34. So the 34 is stored inside this age. So we have to type age in here. If we add age, we'll see what happens. Now you can see, sorry, there's an error because I don't have added this semicolon. So we'll code. So my program is telling my age is age. See what was happened. My age is age. So my expectation was this age to print in here. But unfortunately, it's not working. It's not working. The reason is whatever the things inside these double quotes would print it as it is. It would print as it is. For an example in here, we have my age is age. My expectation was 34, but unfortunately, this 34 is stored in age. Unless there's no point to have a variable, so that's why we have a problem in here. Now what we have to do is we have to take this age out and we have to tell the computer, the program, hey, I'm going to use this age variable in here. For that, I have to tell a formatting, that formatting is D, percentage D. Now I'm going to add a comma, then I'm going to add the variable. Right? So what was happened now? I have removed this age, double quotes there as it is, double quotes there as it is. I have added additional percentage D and I have a comma in here. You can see there's a comma in here. Then I have added this int variable. Now it's hover over. If I take this variable hover over, now you can see int age is given in here. Now the value of this age, can someone please tell what is the value in here? What is this? The value of this age is 34. Perfect, right? Because we have 34 here. 34 assigns to age. Age variable is in here. So simply we have 34 in here. Clear? Now we'll execute and see what happens in here. We'll execute and see what happens in here. I'm going to execute it. Program. See the output. Perfect. My age is 34. Now, the previous time I got my age is age. I have understood whatever things inside these double quotes would print as it is. That's why I just get this my age is age. To solve that problem, what I did was I just taken out this age variable out of these double quotes and I have added after a comma to tell this age should be printed inside here. What I did was I was added a formatting for this case. So it's percentage D was added. Why it's percentage D? Keep in mind, whatever an integer in here, you should add percentage D. It's a fixed. Don't worry, it's a fix, right? If it's a fix, we'll see different variations we have. Percentage D we have. The further we have percentage F for floating point numbers, percentage S for strings. We'll discuss one by one and see what happens in here. We got this D in here. My age is done. Now, can you give a try? I will give 2 minutes. I want to print like this. I want to print like this. Print the following. Right. So I want to print. I am 34 years old. This is should be the output. Your output should be I am 34 years old. I will give 2 minutes to write this program. Quickly write this program and share it with me in the chat quickly. Thank you. I got number of answers. Almost everyone's answer is good. I wasn't expected that much actually. Right, very good. So what I want to do is I want to tell, uh, I am 34 years old. Now you can see this 34. 34 is after a string. We have a variable. Again, we have a string. Right? Now, how to solve this problem? We have a string in here. Strings are just set of characters. Strings are just set of characters. Strings are just like numeric, sorry, textual things. Like my age is, this is a string. This is just a string. Set of characters we have. A, B, C, D, likewise characters. This is a string here. My age is. This is a string. And we have something in here, right? We have something in here, percentage D. What happens in this percentage D? I have specific variable defined. This variable is the integer value that I have taken. Now I have a string and I have an integer in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another string here. What I'm going to do is I'll delete this one. I am. Now D means age. Got it? D means age. So we'll keep 34. D means age. Age means 34. Got it? D means age. Age means 34. So I am 34 years old. If the way that I thought is correct, I should get the output. If not, I should get an error. We'll run the program and see the output. Perfect. I am 34 years old. I think you got the point, right? I think you got the point how to add a variable in here. Now I have a variable in here. Variable is a temporary storage. The type of this temporary storage is numerical value, whole numbers, full numbers. Here we have 34. Now I'll update a bit more. I'll take this code out. I'll add this code into a file for future references. Then I will update this code. It's not age. Now it's what? I have what? I have height. My height is 5.35. Oh, sorry, 34. Right, 35. Okay, now I said wrong. Now, what was happened? This 35 assigns to this height. This height, the type of this height should be an integer, right? Now, you can see it's integer height in here. Now, I got an error in here. You can see identifier age is undefined because I have removed this age. Now I have height in here. Now we'll execute the program and see what happens now. Now what happens? 5.35 assigns to this height variable. The type of the height variable is an integer. Now I did the same thing. I am 5.35 centimeters. Meters, we'll say. Meters, I don't think so, right? I'm not that much tall. So we'll go for 1 meter. I don't know actually. Right, we'll go at it 1 meter and 3.5 something. That's fine. Right, I am 1.35 meters tall. Right. If what I'm expecting is my expected output is I am here percentage D means height means 1.35. 1.35 should be here. So I am 1.35 meters tall. We'll see whether I get that output or not. Yeah, something gone wrong. Can you see the output in here? I am 1 meter tall. Right? I got something error, something unexpected. My expectation was 3.1.35, but unfortunately, my output was, we'll remove this meters unless you might get confused. So we'll see, I have removed this M. Now I'll execute again unless get confused. Yeah, this M comes. All right. I am 1 meter tall. Meter, I don't want that M here. That makes sense. Right. I am 1 meter tall. Now my actual height is 1.35, but unfortunately, 35 wasn't printed. But previously there was not no issues at all. The reason behind is the type of the data is an integer. Now the program is trying to convert, to understand, to store this value as a whole number. The whole number of this 1.35 is 3. After this point, the decimal numbers was deleted. The point values are deleted. If I delete the decimal values, what is the output? It's 1. Now, how to fix this issue? How to fix this issue? Now, if you hover over, you can see the type given as a double. Right? There's another type called double. Now I have to tell, hey, I'm not going to use an integer further. I'm going to use a double value. So what I have to tell, I have to go to my IDE and I have to change the type of the data to double. Right. Now I have a double. The type of this variable is a double. I have 1.35 assigns to the height. The type of this height variable is double. If the double is a variable which can hold decimal values 2. Okay, now we'll see the program whether we are getting this output, expected output or not. I have executed the program and let's see. Oh my god, I'm getting something totally different. I am minus a large value and meters tall. Again, something gone wrong. What was gone wrong now? Now I have changed the type. I'm pretty sure it's double is correct because if I hover over, you can see it's double. 1.35 is a double. The type is given perfectly. Now the problem is resolved. But still I have a problem. My problem is I'm getting a very large number, which is really unexpected, right? Really unexpected. What was happened? It share my screen. I'm not getting my IDE. All right, sorry. Right. Now, my problem still persists because I'm just getting a very large minus value. I have to solve this problem. Now, how can I solve this problem? I have to tell I am using a double value to the print statement, right? To the print statement. How can I do that? What I have to do for that? I have to tell, hey, I'm going to use a double value. For that, how can I get this one? Any suggestions from students' point of view? Any suggestions, please? Um, percentage F. Okay. Many students are telling we have to go for minus F, percentage F, percentage D. Okay, okay, we'll give a try and see what happens. Instead of D, we'll add F. Now I have changed the type to F and we'll see what happens now. Oh, perfect. I got a value of I am 1.35 and lot of zeros also need a star. Right. Thank you everyone for the great support given for me. What was happened now? I told this print statement here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this type double. Previously, it was not a double. It was D for an integer. Please keep in mind, D is not for double. D is for integer. If you want double values or decimal values, you have to use F. We have another type similarly float, right? We have another type called float. Then we'll execute that one also and see what happens now. I have the similar kind of thing, 1.35 meters tall. So we have float and double. So I will give a quick task for you to do as a self-study activity. What is the difference between float and double, right? Float and double, the activity question, self-study activity question. Self-study activity, self-study question. We take question. It's enough. Question. What is the question? What is the difference? What are the differences? We'll say. What are the difference between float variable type and the double variable type? Right. Self-study question. Do it alone. Once you finish it, once you found something, please send an email to me. Uh, uh, or else what I can do is I will create a place to upload unless I'll get 300 plus emails, right? So I will share one place to upload your findings, right? So you can upload your answers in there, right? Quick question, we have float and double. I'm just wondering because I just got the same output for double. Here I got double and here I got float for both data types. It was executed. Quick recap. What are the things that we have to learn up? We have learned up to now. We have learned integer, we have learned double, we have learned float, right? Three data types we have learned. So three data types we have learned. I will take this one and I will paste it to my so you can refer it later. All good. Any questions? Quick questions. Right. There's an answer like this. Float and double holds decimal values, but double holds large range. Now, thank you for that answer. I'm really appreciate that answer, whatever. I don't know the answer actually. Now, once you are giving these kinds of answers, what you need to do is you need to write a proper detailed answer, students. Please understand, like if you are going for a comparison, you have to tell like double holds large range means answer is quite vague. You have to tell specifically double stores this much of number, like for an example 30,000, but float stores 64,000. I don't know actual numbers. You just search it and tell what kind of things. And there's another answer. Float is 32-bit and double is 64-bit. In such kind of things, you have to tell the maximum number, range, and what kind of applications and so on and so forth. Right? So very good, really appreciate. So you have to give detailed answers. Always should use a bit more details. Then we can do something interesting. And there's another finding, we can use percentage 2f in double. We'll give a try, right? 2f for double. We'll go for 2f double. Right. Now we'll execute this one and see what happens in here. Right, I have executed it. I got 1.35000 tolerance. So I'm getting much more complicated now. I have a couple of variations in here, right? For integer, I have to use int, then I have to use percentage d. If it is, I don't know, double or float or end, right? You decide it. You just tell me later on. Percentage if we have or we have 2f. Now you have to research what is this difference. There should be some difference. Why we have to use this if and 2f? What is the difference between double and float? So these are the interesting things that computer science students should learn. So those are really interested. So research it and find it. Good. All right. Let's move to the next one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use another type. I'm going to use Boolean and char. We'll use bool first of all. Bool type bool. Right. I will remove all of these things now, unless there might be a lot of text here. Data unwanted, so you can try it later on. All right. So I'll remove this unwanted stuff here. Not remove this one also. Here you go. I'm going to use bool. Bool, what is married? Right. He is married. Then we have to tell whether he is married or not. For that, we have to tell true or false. True. For the students who married, it's true. For the students who did not, we'll say not. Right. Then we'll get this is married into here. Then I'll let return 0. True is undefined. Bool is undefined. There's some errors are telling there's something gone wrong. They are telling this is incorrect. Any suggestions, please? Any suggestions to solve this problem? We have a problem in here. It's telling I can't understand. Identifier bool is undefined. Uh, I think the code that we written was right, but I think the program is not supporting us. Right? Program is not supporting us. We have to solve the problem. Here's the solution: Boolean. Okay, I'll try that one. Boolean. Boolean. Nope. We'll go for capital B. Yes, of course. Boolean. Nope, not working. Not working. Not working. I think the initial program was got for standard input output, right? Standard input output. So we'll change this stdio into something else. We'll do something standard bool. So we'll get standard bool for this one, right? Std bool. No. All right. Interesting. What I did was I just changed the type of the include in here. So I have standard bool in here. So the boolean was the problem was resolved. Now another thing, new thing should remember we have standard bool. We'll check whether it's working or not first of all. He is married. I am what to add into here? Perhaps percentage if won't work, right? For sure we should understand now. We should know there should be something else for this. Anything? Booleans? Any idea? Any idea? Percentage B. Okay, we'll give a try. Percentage B. No, it doesn't work. Any idea, please? Percentage S. All right. You see, there's another try. Percentage S. Oh, seems it's working. S seems acceptable. We'll see, execute and see what happens. Well, getting an error. I'm getting some errors in here. Uh, includes or provide this declaration printf. Seems I did something incorrect, isn't it? Percentage D won't work. So we'll add hash include stdio dot h also here, right? Uh, because see, you can see in this case, it's telling warning, incompatible implicit declaration built-in printf. So the printf wasn't work. So there's no declaration for include not include stdio.h or provide declaration of printf. Something is just telling. So I just added that one also. Now we'll see what happens. We'll run the code and we'll see what happens in here. I'm not sure. No output actually. I am married. Is I am married. But no output, unfortunately. Can someone please help me to solve this big problem? I am in a big trouble. I have run the code, but yeah, no outputs there. Yes, I have had standard stdio. Thank you. It worked, but no. Boolean returns 1 or 0, which are integers. So we can use percentage D. Okay, we'll see percentage D is working or not. We'll execute the program and see. Just added your suggestion. Is I am married? I'll get 1. I got 1. Bit more confusing again, right? I'm getting 1, so I'm get bit more confusing. So it's something gone wrong. Seems I don't want 1. I want to print true. So this one I want to print. Few more suggestions. Good, really interactive class. Let's see. Answers are coming quick. Very good. I'm getting one. Yes, of course, I'm getting one. I don't want to print one. I want to say is married. So my percentage should be is married is true. So I want to print true. No options at all. Okay. I will keep for you, right? I will keep for you uh, to try it and share it. It's very interesting. Uh, seems no one is trying. Interesting. We can't directly use bool variable in printf. Oh, good attempt. There's another suggestion. We can't use directly booleans. So we'll see then booleans a bit of different manner later on. Right. Thank you. I believe you understood something. We have variables, we have integers, we have doubles, we have floats, we have booleans, and we should be careful. Now we are working with booleans because we have additional standard bool we have added, and we know percentage S or percentage D won't work all of a sudden. Seems check. We'll check again and we'll confirm. Yeah, I don't get any output, right? So even the suggestions wasn't work. So bit of complicated now. That's fine. That's the taste of this programming. It's the real taste of this programming. To getting errors are the happy things. Right? We are getting errors means we should be happy. Oh, that's good. We got an error, so we are happy. Uh, great. That's fine. That's fine. That's totally okay. We understood the four variables. We have to add another variable, isn't it? We have to add something again. What we can do? We can add. We get like uh, name string, right? We have to uh, add a string. How to add a string character set of characters? Now we have to tell I'm going to use characters, right? I'm going to use characters specifically, right? Specifically characters. I'm going to use characters because we have to get uh, this concatenation, a mechanism called concatenation. It's a separate story for this one, right? So we have to use concatenation for this one. If it is a bit complicated, no worries at all. We can give a try for a string. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a string here. Take this one out. Please make sure to finish it and submit it. I will create a space, not today, but very soon. Right. Always I'm keeping something to think for a student. I will remove this part. I will remove this part also, right? Then I don't want the standard bool. I'll remove the standard bool too. Then I have variables strings, or what we are speaking char. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use char. Char is for characters. Characters are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever character that we want to do, right? So we are going to use char. Then we have to tell, I'm going to use a char character called, right? Where's my ID? Right, char. I'm going to use name. Then I'm going to tell my name is Caldera. Right? Seems okay. will print as usual. My name is, again I'm confused. Now we'll add the name in here. For sure, we know that one. But the problem is what to add into here. Right, suggestions again. Come quick. Any suggestions, please? All right, percentage S. For sure, we'll give a try. The percentage S. Thank you. We'll add percentage S and we'll see what happens here, whether we are getting output or not. Right. We'll add the code. All right. Perfect. My name is Caldera. Right. Understood something new for you. Uh, variables, string variables. We'll add string or character variables. Unless you might get confused because C provides in a different what we call lexeme. So you learn all these lexemes and tokens and stuff later on. But in general, you just think it's just character, right? It's just character. String character variables, we have to use percentage S. All right. Something new. We'll give a try. I want to print following. My name is, add your name into here. I am years old. I am, my height is this much. Centimeters or meters, we'll take meters. In meters, then what else? Enough. Activity. Activity, right. My name is, what is your name? You just add your name. If it is your name, Caldera, Saman, or Kumaro, whatever, you just add your name. My name is Saman. I am 35 years old. My height is 1.5 meters. That's the output, expected output. Expected output. 2 minutes. All right. 2 minutes. Start. I will give 2 minutes for this task. Quickly finish it. Share the answer in the chat. All right, seems tired. No worries, guys. That's fine. That's okay. We have two answers up to now. That's three answers. Good. All right. What I'm going to do is my name is. So we'll add my name is percentage S is in there. So just I want to add Caldera. Right. Good. Caldera is there. Then I have to add something again. I have to use. I have to use what? I have to tell I am I am yes, age is an integer, so age integer will define as 33. Then we'll tell percentage p for a variable in here. Next, what I have to do is I have to add this variable again. How to add this variable again? We'll add a comma in here, comma age, right? I am I am 33 years old. My height is, I have to tell my height, double height, it's 5 point something 24. Then we'll tell percentage, yes, percentage, we'll get 2f is meters. My height is meters. That's it. I have to add this height variable in here. So I copy paste into here this height. All right. If the expected output is there, I'm really happy. If I'm getting an error, I'm happy more than that. We'll see. Run the code and we'll see the output. My name is Caldera. Perfect. I am 33 years old. Actually, not. That's fine. My age is 5.24 meters. Yes, but I have some additional zeros. Can someone please everyone research how to remove these additional zeros, right? How to remove these additional zeros uh, in this kind of a program. Thank you for everyone. There are additional 6 answers. I'm really happy. So that's good. Keep this momentum. The students who did not complete it, please see what was happening here. I have defined 3 variables. One is a character variable. The other one is an integer variable. The other one is a double variable. For the character variable, I have assigned this variable, the Caldera, in here for the name, and 33 is assigned to this age, and 5.24 is assigned to this double variable height. Then I have access all of these things at the end of this statement, this printf. Then we have my name is percentage s. Percentage is basically telling I'm going to use name, and percentage d, I'm going to use an integer variable. This integer variable is height. Then I have 2f assigns here. 2f is basically accessing this double variable height. That's it up to now. I believe most of you are good. Go and we learn something interesting. Well, we'll go for another interesting things. Actually, there are a lot to learn under these variables and stuff, but I'm just giving a very high level discussion for you to understand the overall scenario. But always there are many things to give a try. So please try bit more things. We have like a lot, not a bit, a lot more things to learn. So learn all of these things whenever you are free, and please refer your guidebook for further references. And I'm planning to add a couple of videos whenever I'm free, so you can go through with those videos also. Right, all good. Next, we'll move to the next uh, action item. The other one I want to teach you is how to use booleans, right? How to use booleans properly. Now, once it comes to these booleans, it's really important, especially whenever we are using these if conditions. Okay? If is a scenario that we are working, so I will jump to the next context. I delete all of these things and delete this one also. What I'm going to teach you now is boolean if condition. Let's say if condition. Right? If condition is basically like checking whether something true or false. Whether something true or false. For an example, Boolean value is true or false. We'll get an example in here. Int age is 33. Now I want to develop something to check whether this age uh, is greater than 6 or not to get this studentship, or else we'll get to become a to apply for the university. You should have minimum 18 years old. The requirement is minimum age for university entrance entry is 16 years old. Now I have to write a logic for this one. I have to tell to my program here, if someone's age is greater than 16, you can say yes, you can join with us. If not, you have to say no, you can't join with us. That's the objective in here. We'll add condition in here. We have if, then we are going to say age is greater than 16, isn't it? See, university entrance is 16. If the age is above 16, then you can say, we can go for a print, we can say yes, you can go ahead, right? Okay. Since my age is defined to 33, 33 assigns to this age. Now the age is above 40. So, sorry, the age is checking whether it's above 16 or not. The 33 is greater than 16. 33 is greater than 16. So the statement, the final output within this scope means within these brackets, is true. Since it's true, the program would enter to this scope, this if scope. If I go to here, you can see this if scope. See, this is my if scope. Inside this if scope, whatever the things inside this if scope would execute. We'll run the program and see whether it's working or not. Yes, of course. Why I got this output? Because I just added the program to make this program running or not. Let's do a quick modification. Instead of 33, I'll remove this 3. So now my age is 3. Now what I'm going to do again, my program is going to check my age is 3. 3 is greater than 16 or not. 3 is greater than 16 or not. 3 is not greater than 16. 3 is less than 16. So what happens at the end of the day? The program's saying no, this is not a true condition. The final evaluation, the final output of this one is not true. So that means not true means it's false. Not true means it's false. So final output is false. So you can't go inside to this scope. Now what happens? Now what happens? Program would terminate without any output. All right. We'll see. We'll execute the program and see. Run the program. Okay. Out. See, I don't have any output because my print statement is not working because the condition is false. Now I have to do another thing. If the condition is false, I have to say, sorry, you can't go. For that, we have another one that is known as else. Else is not checking the condition, else is executing the false condition of if. Else is not checking anything. That's why we don't want to add these brackets. Else is not checking anything. Else is just going ahead with just all the false possibilities of this condition. All the false possibilities of this condition. Now, since this 3 is not greater than 16, 3 is not greater than 16, simply it's false. False conditions would execute inside this else statement. So we'll go for printf. Sorry, you can't. All right. What happens in here? This is the truth. This is the false. True conditions would execute inside these curly brackets, whatever things inside these curly brackets, else whatever things would not execute in here. So let's execute and see what happens in the program. All right, yes, sorry, you can't. I believe you got the point. We have true condition. If it is true, the program would execute properly. If the condition is false, yes, of course, the program won't execute. Inside this true scope, it would execute in this false scope. Questions? Did I spoke a lot? Yes, questions, please. All right, seems many students are good to go. I'm happy actually. Your work seems all good. Well, students, can you see something gone wrong in here? What has gone wrong in here? Now assume that I have added an age of -3. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, it's -3. Is it a possible value? -3 age. Age should start with at least 0. then I believe maximum 120, right? Oh, I don't think so. Uh, right. Correct. Now we have maximum 120 age. I don't think so. Anyone is living more than 120. See, my age is 300. Assume my age is 300. Still, I can access. See, still I can access. See, you can go ahead. So I can go after, like, in my next life. What was gone wrong in here? I added a logic in here. I have added a logic in here, but this logic is just checking only a one instance or a one single scenario, which is age is greater than 16 or not. According to this logic, 300 is greater than 16. 300 is greater than 16. Perfect. So you will get this into this scope. So the program would execute. But it's impossible. It's impossible, right? So we can't go for 100 and 300 years old, obviously. So what we need to do is we need to give a logic for that, right? We have to give a logic for that. We have to stop that scenario, right? So we have to stop that one. How to stop that situation? How to add that stop that situation? We have to tell if the age is greater than 0 and less than 60. If the age is greater than 0 and less than 16, yes, of course, you can go ahead. Whatever other possibilities, it should be false. You got it? The logic should be age should be greater than 0 and less than 60. Sorry, yes, 16. Now, age should be 0 to 120. If the age is above 16, like 0 to 16, you are not allowed. Again, 16 to, we'll assume 120. Yes, of course, even it's like the last moment in life, we allow to learn in this university. That's fine. We'll go for 16 to 120. You can learn. 120, above the 120, you can't access because you are dead. You're gone. Less than 0, you are not a kid. You are not a human. You are someone else. 0 to 16 you are not allowed because you are a kid. So 16 to 120, yes, of course you can join. Above 120, again you can't join. Shall we update this program quickly? Is there are some issues with the installations? I will create a video, students, and I will share, right? So you can install it to your machine. Right, please. I want the age should be blocked in here. I want to stop the age. We'll assume we have to do it. Okay, I will give 2 minutes again. Yes, I will give 2 minutes to solve this problem. Quick. Yes, perfect. Couple of students understood the story. We have to restrict the age, right? We have to restrict the age. How to restrict the age? We have to tell age is greater than 16 as usual. This is the logic. Then we have to tell age is less than 120. Now, since both of the sides should be true, then we have to go for a Boolean operation. This operation is known as AND operation. In other terms, this is a short circuit, and there are many things that behind this scenario. Now, for now, just understand, we have age is greater than 16 and age is less than 120. If both conditions are true, then you can go ahead. Whatever other conditions, it should be false. Now we'll execute and see the program. Run the program. Let's see. Yes. Now you can't. We'll go for minus value. Minus value. We'll execute and run the program. Sorry, you can't. We'll go for a possible value. 30. 30. We'll run the program. Yes, you can go ahead. Now we have to test the edge cases. That means age is 16. Perfectly 16. We'll see age is 16. We'll run the program and see what is the output. Now the output is, oh, sorry, you can't. My age is 16, but unfortunately I can't. The logic, there's some small issue because I have it at this equal sign. We'll add this equal sign. Now, once we added this equal sign, it's checking whether the age is greater than 16 or equals to 16. Both options are okay. Greater than or equals. Right? Both options are okay. And the other edge case is 120. So we'll go for 120 and check what happens. 120. Sorry, you can't. Again, we have to do a quick modification. We'll add equal sign and we'll run the program. Right, we'll run the program. Now, yes, you can go ahead. Now the program is updated properly for cases less than 16. I mean, any negative value for something, we'll assume it's 12. Less than 16, the program is, you can't go for it. We can go for minus value or any other thing. Less than 16, the program is not allowed to enter. Sorry, you can't. Sorry, you can't. Then 16 it's allowed. 16 it's allowed. Run the code. You can go ahead. And in between 16 to 120, we'll get the value 45. Is perfect. You can go ahead. Then we'll see the next value 120. 120. Yes, you can go ahead. Perfect. The next case is larger value than 120. We'll go for 450. Then we'll execute the program and see. Perfect. You got it. So I'm happy. What I learned in this case, I just learned how to use if condition, and we have AND operation, then we can go for whatever. Similarly, we have O operation. O operation is checking both sides. One of side is true, then the final answer is true. So that's all you need to remember in O operation. Right. Any further questions? Any questions? No? All good. All right. All good. Let's do the next story. I just want to copy this one into my text file. I just given very high level scenario for this if condition. Let's move to another interesting topic in programming. This is for or a looping conditions. I'll give an example. Now, looping is an iterative work. Assume that you are trying to develop an application. In this application, you have a login, username and password. At the very first time you added incorrect username and password or username or password, then the system blocks, gives another chance, then it allows username and password to edit. Again, you incorrect something, then again it's allowed. Again, you added your username and password. 3 times you have added username and password. Then you execute again. Now the program is telling, sorry, your account is locked. You are not allowed to proceed further. I believe you have this experience, right? You have this experience. What was happening in this case? The program is telling, I can allow you to run up to 3 instances or 3 cases. After that, program is not allowed to access. All right, that's the story. Let's see how the syntax is going for this for loop. This is for, then we have to initialize this one. You have to tell int I equals assigns to 0. That means my program is starting from 0. This is my starting point. Then I have to add a logic. I is less than 4. I is less than 3. Then we'll go for I plus plus. This is my operation. All right, this is my operation. We have I equals 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. So this is the condition that I have added in here. So I'll print f. What I'm going to print? I'm going to print percentage %d. Then I'm going to add I in here. Okay, let's see what happens in this program now. I'm going to execute the program. Yes, I got 0, 1, 2, something gone wrong. Is that so? No, actually, it's not, because we haven't added an additional special character, escape character. This is escape character for a new line. Now we'll discuss what happens in this case. We have for int I is 0 at the very beginning. Now the value of I is 0. Next, what the program is doing, it's going to the second condition. It's checking whether 0 is less than 3 or not. 0 is less than 3. So the condition is true. Now what happens? Now the program starts executing in here. Now we have print f percentage d. We understood what is percentage d. It's an integer. We are going to execute. Integer is I. Value of I is 0. Value of I is 0. 0 printed in here. Now the program is not stopped like previously. Program starts executes to the next one. This is I++. What happens in I++? Previously I have I equals to 0. I++ is an incremental operator. So it's increased by 1. What happens? Increase by 1. 0 plus 1. What is the answer? 1. 0 plus 1. What is the answer? 1. 1 is checking again in here. 1 is less than 3 or not. 1 is less than 3 or not. 1 is less than 3. True. Condition is true. Condition is true. Then the printf starts executing. Printf executes percentage d. We have I in here. Now the i's value is 1. What is the value of I? It's 1. Now the I value is 1 is printed in here. Again, the program executed in here comes to this place. Now the program's executed in here. Now again I++. What is the previous value of I? That is 1. 1 plus 1. What is the value? It's 2. Now again, this is 2. Again, it's checking with this condition. Now it's checking 2 is less than 3 or not. It's less than, if it is less than 3, it's allowed to access this scope. Yes, of course, 2 is less than 3. Condition is true. Condition is true means you can access to this scope. You can see this scope, this for loop scope, right? This is a scope. We have this printf, we have percentage d. Now the I value is 2. Now the 2 prints in here. Again, program executes to this one. 2 plus 1, what is the value in here? 2 plus 1, 3. Now it's again checking in this condition. 3 is less than 3. Now the condition is false. Now the program is false. No more executions. It's terminating the executing. And program jumps to line number end of this 8. This is the place that program back. Because this condition is false. If the condition is false, it's not allowed to access to this for loop scope. It's not allowed to access this for loop scope. It's terminated. I will go through again. Here I have defined this integer I. This is the I variable assigns to 0. Variable i's value is 0. 0 is less than 3. Condition is true. Hence, printing i's value is 0 because I have defined it as 0. So now the i's value is printed, it's 0. I's means as this I, right? This I. Now, unless you might think, what is this i's? Here we have I. Again, it's going for this place. It's going for another increment. It's I++. 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1. Answer is 1. 1 is less than 3. Condition is true. So it comes to this execution. It's printing value of I. Now the i's value is increased by 1. So the final i's value is 1. So this is 1 printed in here. Again, it goes to this execution, the operation happens. 1 plus 1, what is the value? Now it's 2. 2 is less than 3. Condition is true. It comes to here. So 2 prints in here. Program moves back to this I++. Now the value is 3. 3 is less than 3. False. False. Condition is not executing. The program is stops. Now the printf is not working. Program terminates. That's how this for loop is working. It is a bit of confused for some students, bit complicated for some students. Don't worry, for sure. Once you are trying and trying, stop this video 1,000 times. Every second, stop it, and check it. For sure, you can understand what is in here. And especially, I would strongly encourage not to use your native language videos, whatever you're seeing hello or Tamil videos, unless what happens, you are unable to write and understand something in future, whatever things in English language. So if you are referring to any other tool, any other video, please make sure to go to English language, unless you might be stuck. Yes, of course, I know if it is in native language, it's much more easy to understand and it's much comfortable for you. But unfortunately, but what to do, right? What to do? We don't have any option. Even I like to do all of these sessions in my native language, but unfortunately, we have challenges in future. So we have to prepare ourselves for these challenges. So no option actually. Though we like or not, we have to go for this English language, right? The people who can change this world, please change. I love it. Right, all good. Here we have this I++, the program is running. Shall we do something interesting again? What I'm going to do is now I'm going to print 100 to 100 to 100 to we'll get 10 to try 10 to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of I++, I'll add I minus minus. Quickly execute this program from your point of your end quickly. I give 1 minute to execute this program. Quickly execute this program, students. There's an interesting question from one student. What is the difference of I minus minus and I equals I minus 1? For now, there's no difference at all. For now, there's no difference at all. But there's a situation that these minus minus making a difference, especially the processing, whenever the processing, right? We'll see, Rishabh, within like 2 hours, I'm unable to complete all of these big things. We'll see. I'll try to add some videos on big PC unless I can explain these in a very easier manner. But it's different. Actually, there's a difference in between this I minus minus and this I equals I minus 1 in processing point of view. But In now, there's no difference at all. You can't see any difference. It's just running as it is. Same way, right? All right. There are a couple of students, like students who taught in a way that in different ways. One set of students thought the program won't stop. Some students thought it goes to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the expected. We'll see. Actually, we'll run this program and see what happens. I have ran the program and we'll see. Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the students who gave that answer is correct. What was happening here and what's happening in here, we'll see. We have integer in here. Integer I is assigned to 10. Now the initial value of I is 10. 10 is greater than 0. So the condition is true. So the condition is true. So it prints 10 in here. Now, I believe you know this story well because we have I here. I's value is 10. So 10 prints in here. Program moves to the next place. Now we have I minus minus. I minus minus means 10 minus 1, which is 9. Now it's again checking 9 is greater than 0 or not. 9 is greater than 0. So the program starts executing this print statement. So the 9 prints in here. Back to this I minus minus. Now what happens? Here we have 9 minus 1, which is 8. 8 is greater than 0. So the program prints the statement of this one. I, now it's I, 8 printed. 7 printed, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. I believe you got it, right? So we have 1 in here now. So after 1, the program's executed. 1 minus minus, which is 0. Now it's checking 0 is greater than 0 or not. 0 is not greater than 0. So the condition is false. Program terminates from there. Hence, we are getting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to make this trouble, I'll change this sign into something else. Now the program won't execute at all. If you want to make bit more interesting, let plus plus. Now 10 is greater than 0. 10 is greater than 0. So it prints I. Now the value of I is printed in here, 10. It backs to this one, I plus plus. I plus plus is now 11. 11 is greater than 9, greater than 0. Then it prints 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and so on and so forth. Shall we see what happens? Truly exciting output. I'll execute the program. Run code. Code is already running. Now my program is running. I can't do anything. See, it's billions of values are getting. See, it's continuously executing until my memory is full. So until my memory is full, the program is executing, which makes big trouble. Right. Which makes a big trouble, right? Which makes a big trouble. So we don't want these kinds of things forever until you are doing very bad things. You don't want this kind of thing. I terminate the program. Right, done. All right, we'll do something interesting. I will add a star in here. I'll add a star in here. And I will print the stars here. I will run the code and see what happens. I'm getting a bunch of stars again. I forgot to stop the program. So we'll go for I minus minus. We'll execute the program. See the stars, billions of stars. Right. Here we have 10 is greater than 0. So it's program runs. We'll execute this program now. See what happens. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? I got 3, I got 3, I got 3, 10 stars I got. We'll do something interesting. I'll add a backslash in. Now we'll see what happens. After adding backslash in, I would get this kind of output. See, I got this kind of output. What is the output in here? Sorry, I got stars. Now, over to it. See, previous scenario, I have 10 stars in horizontal. Now I have 10 stars in vertical. Now I have added backslash in, which is my escape character, right? So I have to go for a new line. Now we'll do another interesting thing. What I want to do is I want to make this program miss. I want to add another for loop. We'll add int I is starting from 0 and I is less than 10. Then we'll add I plus plus. Now we'll add this print star in here. All right, good. The program is perfect or not? Seems all good. Now check what happens in this case. Now check what happens in this case. We have 10 here, right? 10 here. 10 is greater than 0. Condition is true. Now the program is starting executing this scope, this for loop. Now you just check this for loop. We have an outer for loop as well as we have an inner for loop. See, we have an inner for loop. Inner for loop, we have a scope in here and we have an outer scope in here. So we have an outer for and an inner for. So what happens, it comes to this inner for loop. So it goes to this star printed in here. Then it's back to I plus plus. Now the condition is 0 plus 1. So it's 1. So it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 and again. Then I want to remove this star. Then I will add a print f. I don't want to do anything. I just want to go for a new line. All right, I want to go for a new line. Why I'm going to for a new line? Each and every condition, each and every time it's terminated, then it goes to the new line. We'll execute this program and see what happens now. Oh, perfect. Oh, 10 by 10 box is created. It's a nice star pattern, right? It's a nice star pattern. So we have a 10 by 10 box created. How this box was created, it starts with 10 and it's greater than 0. So we have a 0 in here. 0 is less than 10. So the very first star printed. This is the very first star printed. Then it's back to here. I plus plus. Now it's 2. 2, sorry. 1. 1 is less than 10. 2 again star printed in here. Likewise, altogether it's executed 10 stars. Then after ending of these 10 stars, this for loop is telling I is 10, right? I is 10. 10 is less than 10. Condition is false. Condition false means this outer for loop is not executing further. This outer for loop is not executing further. Now what happens? It comes to this. Sorry, this inner for loop is not working. I'm sorry. This inner for loop is not working. So the outer for loop starts executing. Now this is my inner for loop. If I remove this one, now you can see a new print f is in there. New printf, just backslash n means it goes to the new line and starts executing again for a new line. That was happened for this case, right? That's why we got this star like this. Shall we go for a triangle or something? Can you give a try for a triangle, something, any kind of a triangle? Follow process, first compare the condition. uh, yes. um, give me a second, students. There's a question again I want to explain. See what happens in this follow. At the very first time it goes to this place, check in the condition, right? Then check in the condition. I'll remove this unwanted stuff unless it's a bit complicated. This one, right? The very first time it's checking this initialization, then it comes to the place where the logic is applied. Make sure finally this should be a Boolean logic, true or false. You can't go for any operations. If the condition is true, the program starts executing this scope. Whatever things, it might be print statement, for loop, or whatever. I don't bother. Anything program is thinking, okay, whatever they give me anything, so I'll program that. Then the program comes to this place, then the operation happens. Whatever the operation, it might be I plus plus, I minus minus, or whatever. Then what happens next? The program moves to back to this place. It comes, this is the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. If the condition is true, back to here, again it's iterated to this place. This place is executing only once. Other times it goes to here, executed this one, goes here, operation happens, logical, output, operation, logic, output. That's the mechanism that this program is running. I believe it's clear to you. Any other questions, please? Anyone tried any for any star pattern? Any star like triangle or something? We'll do some weird thing. We'll do some weird thing. We'll do weird thing. What kind of weird thing then now we can do? We'll go for 10. We'll go for 0. And we'll go for minus minus. Okay. Now I have the same thing. 410, 410. Right? We'll execute and see. Kind of weird thing that we'll get as the output. Oops, I'm not getting anything. Bad luck. 10 is greater than 0. It's true. So the condition is not checked because the initial condition is false. Right. Checked it. And the program, see, shit. Getting the same output, I'm getting same box. Bad luck. Bad luck. Is it bad luck or incorrect method that we are following? I just added the same code and see, still I do not get anything. Okay, but what to do? We'll go for another one. We'll go for 0 in here and less than 10, and we'll go for I plus plus. Okay, now we'll see what we'll get as output. and the code. Still I'm getting boxes. Why I'm getting boxes all the time? I'm not changing anything. The reason behind could be because we have only printf for stars. It has no idea to stop it. So we'll change this one. We'll change this one to 3 and we'll see what happens now. Well, it's executed and I'm getting the same box with 3. Now what I want to do is at the very beginning, my very first iteration, it should be print only one star. I want to do is a triangular star. So the very first attempt, I should print only one star, right? Then the program should terminate. Okay. Now we'll say you start with whatever the value starts from here, I. Then you can define a new variable called j. Right. Now we have j new variable. Now we have j minus minus. Now we'll see what happens. I have 0 in here. We'll assume I want to go for a 1. The very first one we'll go for 1. I equals 1. 1 is less than 10. Condition is true. It comes to here. Now the j's value is 1 because the value is in here is 1. Now the j's value is 1. 1 is greater than 0. So it prints j's value is 1. 1 is greater than 0. Condition is true. So it prints 1 star. It comes to here. It j minus minus. So my value is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the condition is false. So I'll get the very first the printing star in here. It moves to the outer for loop. I have a printf for a new line. So it moves to the next line. And in this case, I don't have these 2 lines if my thinking method is correct. Then I'll back to this place because this program was stopped, right? That's why this statement was executed. Now what does happen? It comes to here. I have I plus plus. Initially it was 1. So 1 plus plus it's 2. 2 is less than 10. Condition is true. It comes to here. My inner for loop. My inner for loop starts with I equals to 2. So 2 assigns to j. Now the j's value is 2. 2 is greater than 0. So the condition is true. Condition is true means it's goes to going for a star in here. So it prints a star in here. It backs to this j minus minus. My j's value is now 2. 2 minus 1 minus 1 is 1. So 1 is greater than 0. Condition is true. Since the condition is true, again another print will f is executing. We have another star in here. So altogether we have 2 stars in the second line. Now it moves back to the same place. We have j minus minus. J minus minus is basically again it's go for 1 minus 1. It's 0. 0 is not greater than 0. The program could be terminating here. So inner for loop stops. Again it goes to the next statement in here. Now 1 star 2 star and kind of thing might be in there if we thought correctly, if our logic is correct, if the thinking method is correct, what we think was correct, then it should be get this kind of thing. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and stuff. I have a triangular star pattern. These are star patterns. You just search in internet. There are a lot of star patterns. Interesting star patterns are available by using these for loops. But uh, keep in mind, we are not using usually lot of for loops. For loop inside a for loop means you might learn later on a mechanism called complexity. Complexity is calculated with big O notation. You might learn at that time if you have a lot of for loops inside the for loops, the computational power, the computational intensiveness of the program is high. The program is getting slower, so there might be some issues you will face in future. So you don't want to bother for much more things inside this 4 and 4 and 4, right? Questions, questions. Inner, yes. Nested loops is the same thing. Yes, nested loops. You might see the same word, nested loops. Actually, there's no lab test all of a sudden tomorrow. We'll do it next week perhaps, because you want to practice a bit more. I don't think you can do all of a sudden these things, isn't it? So, like, even today lecture is too complicated for you. Many students I know, for the beginners of this programming beginners, I believe you are not a very beginner, because we did a Python program previously for all the students. So I believe you learned something in there, but C might be very new for at least 80 percentage of students. I believe at least 70 percentage of students are very new for this programming. By giving a question, what happens actually, you will paste the question into ChatGPT, then you'll submit that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check whether ChatGPT is working well or not, isn't it? We'll come to a honest story, right? So you'll what you're doing is definitely whatever the question that I'm asking. For an example, if I give this star pattern, what you are doing is you are pasting this star pattern to ChatGPT, then ask, could you please write in C language? Then you will get a code. 2 seconds, it generates the code. You copy paste into C file and save it and submit it. So you don't want 1 hour. Send it. That's a truth, right? So we have to be in the real world, right? So we have to be in the real world. So from my point of view, if we give in these chances for working from home to do assignments in home, for sure you will do all of these good things and bad things. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not going to evaluate whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's the reality. I don't think so. Any student in this class, there are 80 plus students, none of students will be honest at that time, because it's marks. For sure you will do all these bad things that you can do, because to get good marks you want full marks, isn't it? Everyone in this world, no one is telling I just want to pass, even though you are telling you want to just pass, but the truth is you want to get the highest mark. That's the reality, right? We are humans. So we'll see. My plan is to next week, Saturday evening around, we'll see. I will confirm students. At least you try it. From my point of view, you just try it. Don't think about marks. You just try for doing all of these things, then you might be do a lot. All right. Yes, of course, I'll upload all these videos. Don't worry. Right. Pause it and check it. Pause it and check it. Pause it and check it. Spend time. Um, some bigger mistakes many students are doing is downloading thousand videos from YouTube and all of these places, but you are not watching. Right? So I know that. Please don't do that. Just go for a one video, learn from there, finish it, go for the next video. Unless there's no point at all, for sure. Right? For the lab test instructions, I will share the lab test instructions, mini project instructions. I will share very soon. Last week I was got bit stuck because of illnesses. Right, bit hard as time was gone. Now it's almost good, and for sure the next couple of days I'll be completely recovered. So I want to discuss with Professor Udita, and I have to come up with all of these things. I have things to do, but I have to get the approval from Professor before I communicate with you. So that's why I just want to stay for a while. Then after we'll see what we can do. Students can't access the previous recording. Why is that so? I have added all the videos. Uh, Recordings are shared in the LMS. Yes, it's in LMS. So you can watch it. It's in what we call H5P video. So you can stop it and watch it time to time. Yes, 26 April. Yes, of course, we have this CAT. Those are scheduled examinations. So yes, of course, you have face for the CAT exam as scheduled. Yes, I have given the access to microphone, so you can speak.
Sir, I'm right now in the OLMS site, but the previous I was inside the previous session, but the inside the session any video recordings are not showing to me. I was
Sometimes where you are looking actually.
I'm the
It's
OLM 3467 OLM in OLM website. The previous session recordings are not showing. Then the interface are showing jump to and main course page.
seems sometimes you are referring somewhere else.
I was me. I was looking three. I was send the email for the Udita madam, and I also send the coordinator. I mean the our center
I'm the
madam.
coordinator.
Yeah, then still can't to access the
Click,
recordings.
click that link and see what you can access on it.
Which link, sir?
I have shared in the chat.
Okay, wait. So, yeah, so, I think this link are working, but the site not showing the previous recording. I mean, the old recording can be watched.
My question is, can you access to the link or not?
Now I can access the links that's showing the
Yes,
videos.
yes, dear. Please understand, it's your responsibility to access all the course materials in the course page. Yeah. So you just want to go everywhere in this course page. By looking at just course communications, you are unable to go for all of these things. This is a very common issue. I don't know what does happen. For some reason, some students are just looking couple of tabs and telling, I don't know, where is it? Right? So what you have to do is, because this is a very complicated teaching mechanism, here it's going for very limited hours of teaching me. So at the end of the day, you might get confused. When like last time, there was students got like level 6 students got confused because they haven't gone through the LMS, right? So I believe Dr. Nalin clearly teach you, clearly discussed with you. You must, please, you must go from top to bottom in the LMS, because how to teach all of these things within 8 hours and uh, 10 hours and stuff, right? So it's really hard. So what is in this teaching mechanism is this LMS. This LMS is the fundamental teaching instrument. So you have to dive into all these places, then you can learn, because there might be some tutorials, there might be some documents, there might be some videos, extra materials, H5P, many things might be there. So please try to go to, like, don't expect uh, everything will be given for you, like for grade 1 2 students kind of. So please practice it, because that's why I told at the very first day you can see my pre-recordings. I have no plan to give the previous examination as it is. There are some misconceptions. Yes, of course, I agree. Many students thinking, okay, Open University is giving the same past paper for my subjects. Please don't expect that. I don't have any plan to give the path. Then I would photocopy it and give to you, right? I don't have the idea to change it to 3 to 5 to 5 to say 8 and 8 to 12. I don't have that idea. Please. I don't want that kind of kids out from this Open University. What I believe is this is the best university in this world, right? So everyone, please push yourself, go through and learn. That's like not for one student. I'm telling, I'm stating this is very common. Everyone, please give a try. Like, give a try. See whatever things in this course page. Then you can be the star in this place. And please take this OUSL uh, flag all over the world. That's my expectation. Right? Push yourself for that. Right? Push yourself. Then you can, because 2 hours is a very limited time, right? You can understand. Right. Uh, any other questions? I will open all these like past papers and other stuff in this LMS. Just give me a bit of time. Last week I was planned to do all of these things, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. But this week I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, and I will open all of these things. All good. I know, a bit tedious, bit hard. C programming is one part only for this subject. It's not the all. C, we have only programming aspects only. There might be many programming things to learn. So please, like, the fundamental idea of this C program is to get an understanding how the program is working. That's because if you apply in C, then you have to have other programming language knowledge too. It's not just raw C. We can't do anything using the vanilla C or the only the C language. We can't do many things. So we have to do a bit. We'll see. Don't worry for the mini project and stuff. Don't worry. I will discuss and I will share. Right? Yes, of course. Cat there will be fixed. So. Um, until what unit will get for the CAT examination in 26th? Well, it's a good question. I will inform. Right? I will inform up to which section you need to go to, and I will update you. Don't worry, I don't want to mess your life. Don't worry for sure. But I don't want babies too, right? I don't want babies. I don't want to mess your life too. It's like balance act. Don't worry. Any other questions, please? I will inform all these CAT exam, because I was initially planned to have this lab test after that drop, but we have some management decision. We can't go for that, so we have to do it early. We'll see. I will update sooner as possible. Right? I will promise you I'll do it sooner as possible. All good. All right, guys. Please keep in touch. I believe most of you are in my WhatsApp group, and yes, of course you can. I have just temporarily deactivated chatting, but again I got many requests to enable the chatting. So yes, according to many requests, I'm planning to enable it, but please don't thumbs up and heart and all of these things, because every time I'll get a message means I want to check my mobile. So I'm not keeping my mobile every time with me. So just if you have some question, yes, of course you can post it. You can ask from myself directly. That's my preference. But if it is a common problem, yes, of course I can share among all the students. And for sure, whatever things that I'm speaking in the chat, I will post it in the LMS, because that's the official communication channel. WhatsApp is just another channel, make our life easy. So as a team, we'll go together. Until what you need chat, we'll see if we miss the lab because we have not joined the course, what will happen? Again, it's a good question. If we miss the lab because we have not joined the course, what will happen? Can you drop me an email, please? Then I can forward it to the relevant people and get an answer, and I will update it, right? Because I can't give a quick answer. Yeah, that's the problem. Yes, many students are trying to, like, there are a couple of students, I mean, even some of students send an email also, you're planning to do in ad drop. So I can't give any word now, but for sure I will inform you soon. I believe uh, interesting, it's painful also, but that's fine. That's the nature of these subjects. All right then. Uh, I will inform the tomorrow session, because if there's no lab test, we don't have any idea, but we'll see. I will inform that one also and what to do. All right then. I believe all good. Happy. Happy faces. All right then, guys. Good night. Thank you for joining and enjoy. And please practice, practice and practice and practice. Right? Practice and practice and practice. That's the only solution you have. Good luck then. See you. Bye bye. We'll meet soon.